Greetings, everyone. This is Hamidullah Nazari. I'm a Bachelor of Business Administration with a passion for international finance, economic empowerment, and business strategy. Today, I'd like to share my perspective on how we can empower women and girls through economic inclusion. This isn't just a matter of financial issue, it's a human issue that needs to be solved using community-led solutions and innovative practices. The first thing is understanding what economic empowerment kind of indicates here. It's not just financial independence, but it's more deeper than that. It's more of being able to unlock opportunities to break those poverty cycles, those barriers, those challenges, and creating new ways where women can really take control of their future. And from my background in academic, in business, I have learned that empowering women means just more than providing them the resources. It's about actually cultivating the mindset of thinking financially into their minds and those skills that could help them to thrive in the world of business, which is somehow complex. And the first step for that is actually becoming financially literate. It's the cornerstone of economic empowerment because too many individuals, especially women, grow up without understanding how money works and how investments or wealth building works. We should kind of like emphasize financial thinking that could like really changes their lives and let them know and teach them, like mentor them on how money works and how to invest and leverage those opportunities, and they could really change this narrative of women being in a cycle of economically unstable. So the first thing here is to believe that these small actions can actually work, that could actually give them the ability to thrive, that they could kind of like build up a small business with minimal capital after being financially literate, that they could support their families and really uplift the community entirely. Because if you educate them, they will then be able to help their children with understanding these concepts, and mostly in rural areas, most likely in Afghanistan or countries that are at the edge of developing, which is very important for them to be literate in finance, financially literate, so that they could kind of teach it to their communities and families. And once they start a business, that would eventually help the community as well. And the first challenge that they would encounter is the challenge of access, because this is one of the most common challenge that they would encounter. They will have there is much less access to capital, knowledge, and networks that could help them foster growth. And as of my experience, access doesn't always mean resources. It means resourcefulness. And this would indicate and give you a reason, or at least an idea of why financial stability matters here. It's the key to independence. It's the key to actually gaining those the access to capital, knowledge, and networks, to being monitored and also mentored into becoming financially stable. So the risks that they're taking, the efforts that they're doing will be increased by that. And financial stability allows women to actually make informed decisions, to break the cycle of poverty and systematic inequality, and actually become financially stable. And it gives them the power to choose their paths and invest in their dreams and really kind of leave lasting legacies here. There's a need for systematic change, that we see that there are still barriers that exist. Women face institutional hurdles that prevent equal access opportunities. The barriers don't just show up in the form of gender discrimination. They're embedded in the structure of society. It limits women's access to education and resources and also leadership roles. And to kind of, if we want to solve those problems, we have to come to learn through the experiences that requires not just policies at the top, but also actual movements and that could challenge and transform these systems, these economical systems. And we should understand that change is initiated in small everyday actions, and they add up all together. So what should we do? I believe we must create more access to financial education for women. And we push them for better funding opportunities and mentorships that could actually teach them and help them to become financially literate. And there are many stories for women who are educated and they are financially literate that could use their abilities to become financially literate, and then using it for their own benefits to become economically stable. For example, Greta Thunberg, she became a global climate activist at the age of 15. She initiated global climate change discussions. She had the idea of being creative, finding new solutions. And then we see Shamsia Hassani. She's an Afghan girl who were a street artist. She used her art to challenge social norms and also become kind of financially stable. And then we have Malala Yousafzai. Like, she also is advocating for girls' education, and she won Nobel Prize. And we see Marie Curie at a young age. She revolutionized science by pioneering research on radioactivity. All of these are ideas that they actually initiated by taking small actions every day. Change did not came like at once, but it took time. And then we have to see the bigger picture here for understanding these problems and actually solving them. In closing, I want to mention that empowering women isn't just about a charity or building foundations. It's about creating stronger economies and healthier families in an equitable world where they can thrive and have a better future by actually becoming able to initiate their own startups, to actually becoming able to understand how finance or how the basics of money management works, because they have the ability to. And the startup, I believe, in rural areas, they have those at least amount of resources to actually use them. But now at the end, I want to leave you with a small question about what are the small actions that we can actually take that could create a big impact tomorrow in the lives of ourselves and in the others, especially women and girls. How can we really help those around us, at least? Because change is started from the small sphere and from the kitchen table, which is mentioned in the politics of small things. Thank you so much for your kind attention.